Hello, welcome back to This Podcast Takes Tokens. I'm Ryan, joined by my brother Derek.
Hello.
Hello, yes. Today, we're going to be rolling right along with our spooky theme that we've been doing. But before we get into that, let's go over our retro ramble for this week. And last week I asked you, what is the best prank that you've played on somebody? Do you want me to go first, or would you like to go first?
I'll go first because mine's kind of, all right. So I don't really have a lot of prank stories.
Okay.
Not really a pranker.
Not really a prankster.
Right? Like, like jumping out and like scaring somebody, sure. Or like, like little things, sure. But nothing like orchestrated or elaborate, I should say, not for a while. In high school, I did, there's one that I know, and, but it didn't go well, and I think maybe its outcome has something to do with it. But anyway, so a friend of mine, we're working together at Target, and one day I'm pulling carts, so I'm out in the parking lot all the time when the employees always park off to the side at the back. Mm-hmm. So I can go around to his truck. And I get one of those shoe polish things, and I write on the back window of his truck, which is facing the parking lot, for sale, like the number 4, SAIL, like poorly spelt. Yeah. $500. And then I put his phone number underneath of it, like his cell phone number. And then just left it like that, right? He did not find this as amusing as I did. He called me, or no, he didn't call me that, but he didn't find it as amusing as I did. So the next day, I get out of school and I come out to my truck, and all the windows are blacked out with that same chalk stuff. All the windows, the rear view mirror, all the lights, like everything. Like he completely whited out my truck. My truck was white, so he whited out everything, and I had a white out truck. And it's late May in Texas. It's baking in the sun all day because he did this like early in the morning after we'd all gone into school, because he had like an elective in the morning and he was out in the parking lot. So him and his friends like did this. I couldn't get it off. I couldn't wipe it off. It wouldn't come off with water. I had to sit there with like a razor blade and scrape enough that I could see. Gosh. And take it to like a car wash and clean it off. And then he called me later that afternoon, and with some choice expletives said, basically, that's why you don't mess with him. And I was like, okay, fair enough. It felt a little overkill to me, but after that, I think I was a little soured on you
didn't mess
pranking.
with me.
Yeah. So that's my prank story for you.
That's great. That's great.
What do you got?
Yeah, we used to prank a lot because we had nothing to do in this in these small towns, the 2 small towns I've lived in. So we would just make our own fun. But I'll save several stories for later. I could run down a lot of things, but my favorite one that I played, I was dating this girl in high school. I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to embarrass her. I don't even know if she listens or whatever. But she had this deep, deep fear of getting into her vehicle and somebody being in the back seat of the vehicle. So my stepdad and I were talking about this one day, and he had this old man mask that he had bought at a like a Halloween store or whatever. It was horrifying. Yeah. Like a lot of times he'd put it on and he'd put a trench coat on and he'd stand out outside of one of the windows of the house and just wait till one of the family members like looked out and saw him. And it was so scary. But we had came up with this prank, and so this gal was over for dinner, and during dinner and leading up to it, we were talking about this these reports that there had been around the area, around the neighboring towns and things like that, there'd been a couple murders, and they had found that there had been somebody waiting in the back of the vehicle. And so we built this up, and we just kept talking about it. And when it was time for her to leave, I walked her out to the vehicle, but before she went out, my stepdad put that trench coat on and that mask, and he went out and got into the back of her car and laid down. And I'm walking her out to her vehicle, and she like gives me a kiss or whatever. She opens up the door, and he sits up, and she starts screaming so loud. The neighbors are looking out their windows wondering what's going on. She is running down the street.
Wow.
And my stepdad jumps out, he pulls off the mask, and he says her name, and he's like, "It's just me, it's just me, it's just a prank." And I'm like, "It's a prank, it's a prank." And she finally stops and turns around, and she's bawling, like absolutely hysterically bawling. And when I went up to her, and I'm like, she gives me this big hug, and she whispers in my ear, she's like, "I peed my pants." Because she was so scared. That relationship didn't last, obviously. No. That's not the woman I'm married to now, but you know what?
I don't imagine it lasted much longer than that.
it was worth it. It's some of the best pranks I've ever pulled in my entire life. It was so good. Man. I do really feel bad that she was that terrified. I just thought she would just kind of jump, like a normal, just, oh my gosh, like, what is that? I mean, running down the street, hysterical. I'm surprised no one called the police. Like, she was screaming so loud. No one came out, though. So it's like, man, if there really was somebody that was in there trying to, attack her,
good luck.
Good luck. I know everyone's like, "Oh, lock the door." That's you're left to your own devices, I guess. But anyway, yeah.
That reminds me, like a while back, like when we were young, like I don't know, probably like 15, 14, and Pam, her mom was over at the house. You remember her mom was terrified of snakes.
No, I don't remember that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's terrified of snakes. Like, and I thought, like you, like terrified, like, snake, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We had like little rubber snakes all throughout the house, and, or like a few of them. And before she came over, I guess Pam came across one. She was like, put these away. Make sure my mom doesn't see them or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why? She's like, she's scared of them. I was like, okay, whatever. So I put them all away. She comes over. They're sitting down, hanging out, talking or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting in our room. You remember our room?
Yeah.
And there used to be that opening. The stairs would just like open right up into the living room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there on my bed, and I grab one of those rubber snakes, and I just lob it into the living room. And it lands like right next to her. She about died, like screaming and carrying, like what you're talking about, like bawling in tears. Almost fell out. Almost knocked the whole like reclining chair over, like losing her mind. I got in so much trouble for that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that one too might have had an effect on whether or not I want to play pranks on people.
Yeah.
Pranks don't work out for me generally.
Yeah. We do it occasionally around the house here. We'll pull pranks on each other. My wife and my daughter like to scare each other. Like they'll just pop out at each other and stuff like that. So it's just kind of once in a while. I mean, it's not like we do it every day, but like, like maybe I'll tie a rubber band around the sprayer on the sink, so when you turn the water on to get a drink, you get sprayed. Just little stuff like that.
Silly stuff,
Yeah.
Those are harmless pranks.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. It's fun.
That's fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, let us know what your just gem of a prank was that you've ever pulled. We will definitely read that on the air if you would like us to. If you don't like us to, that's fine. Just say, keep this off the air. But yeah, we'd love to hear them. And we're going to get into the episode right after this, so stick with us.
Yeah, see you all around. Your local video store card.
A comic book in your back pocket.
Games with no tutorials.
Music you had to discover.
And drinking water straight from the hose.
These are the things us millennials remember fondly. We are the Jennings brothers.
Join us after the streetlights come on
as we race our bikes from the top of the hill
right down memory lane.
Exchange those quarters because this podcast takes tokens.
Yes, this podcast takes tokens. We're going to keep rolling along, like I said before we got into this, with our spooky season, I guess, Halloween sort of episodes. We've done, what have we done so far? We've done Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
We did The Frighteners, Addams Family. Yeah. Today, we're going to be discussing one of my favorite Halloween movies that I didn't realize was one of my favorite until I watched it this week.
Really?
Again, for the second time. Sleepy Hollow, the 1999 movie, released actually November 17th, 1999. Why was this not released in October?
Yeah, what's with all these Halloween movies that are released in like November and December?
Yeah, like it's literally just release it 17 days or 18 days earlier.
Yeah, or a month, give people a week or two before Halloween.
Yeah. I don't know. Surely there wasn't something holding up like post-production on that to not put it out 4 weeks earlier.
And then they wonder why these movies don't do better.
Yeah.
Just not getting the timing down.
Okay, looking into that then. I was trying to think of a better transition than okay. Budget numbers on this. No, let's run down the numbers. Budget. $70 million budget. Massive budget. For this
70 million.
70 million. Domestically, what do you think it made? US and Canada.
See, I'm stuck because I thought I came across where it was 100 million for the budget, but maybe that's taking into account all the advertising and everything.
Mm-hmm,
Anyways, 70 million. Would it make domestically? Tim Burton. This is kind of like. He's probably still riding a bit of his wave. Johnny Depp isn't what he became yet, but he's working on close, it. You got Christina Ricci in there, but this is like a weird time for her too. But then you got like all these other people in it. Let's say opening weekend, it made it back the 70 million. I'm going to say 70 million opening weekend. No, 60, just about.
Sure. Sorry, I don't have the opening weekend. I don't know what it made opening weekend. I was just looking at...
Worldwide, then 100.
yeah. 101 million. U.S. and Canada.
Right.
Worldwide.
The overseas, they like Tim Burton. I'm going to go with 140.
$207 million.
Really? Wow.
On a $70 million or maybe 100. The Google told me 70 million. But
wow,
I don't know. Whatever.
Wow.
Anyway,
see, we'll get into that in a minute. How much I trust Google,
hit.
But
well, okay, fine. The guy that has a Google phone, fine.
I told you we'll get into it in a little bit.
Okay. But I mean, regardless, it made money. Clearly, if it made $207 million,
right?
Yeah, made money.
How much do you think went to Tim Burton?
Yeah. I don't know.
And Johnny Depp.
Rotten Tomatoes score. Tomato meter. What do you think?
Score. Tomato meter. Critics. I don't think they liked it. I'm going to go with 40.
71%.
Oh, man. Wow. I was way off. Then the popcorn meter is going to be... I feel like it's one of those ones you love or hate. I'm going to go with 60 popcorn meter.
80%.
80%. Wrong direction.
It was a success.
All right.
It was a success.
Wow.
These,
okay.
honestly, these last 3 movies that we have watched have been surprising. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They've been like fairly close considering, so yeah.
I should have known better on the popcorn meter, because one of my things is it won an Oscar for art direction and costumes.
Yes.
And it was nominated for like 20 something.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that makes a lot of sense.
And rightfully so. The costumes and the art, everything, like the set, like they built the whole town of Sleepy Hollow for this movie.
I will say that's one thing that the set looked great. Don't get me wrong, but I thought it looked like a set. Like it didn't have much depth to it as far as like anything beyond the buildings and like whenever they're running through the fields. It didn't really seem like, or the woods. It didn't really feel like there was much beyond, but just like fog. And it felt like I was watching a play, a theatrical play, stage production almost, with the way the sets looked to me.
Interesting. Okay.
But
see, I thought it. Go ahead.
No, go on.
I thought it fit well because I kind of, when I think about the story of the Headless Horseman, I think like Sleepy Hollow is this very secluded village that is surrounded by very deep like timber and forests and foliage. So I thought it looked good, and I thought, well, it's not going to be a very big town anyway because it's it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Now I will say, like the use of color was fantastic. Like everything's like this drab gray blue, except for like like the blood or like whenever she's in white, like things like kind of pop off where they're supposed to pop off, and visually that works and worked really well, I thought. Yeah. So when you were saying like talking about like Johnny Depp's rise or whatever, like this really was like it's kind of the beginning of it.
It's the beginning of like a Johnny Depp golden age, right? There's like a period of time
of him like becoming a movie star.
Yeah. Like I mean, he had Edward Scissorhands and
little things.
What
here
else
and
did
there.
he have? Yeah, a couple things after that. But I
the
feel
Cry
like
Baby movie. He was in the 21 Jump Street and all that. Yeah.
And I feel like around this time is when we really start to see his peak. And then a couple years later, this is 99. So what? The early 2000s, he's hitting.
Jack Sparrow. That's when he hits
Jack Sparrow. Yeah, hits that. You got Blow. Blow's a great movie.
Yeah.
There was a time like I could name off. There's so many movies that he's been in that like were just hit after hit after hit, and it was just like he could not do any wrong with
early
what he was
2000s
doing.
for sure.
Yeah,
until he did a couple of them, but like there were so many of them that he was cranking out that it all just kind of like, if he did miss one of them, he had a hit like right around the corner, or had just come off of a hit. For sure.
Yeah. So we talked about the set. What did you think overall of the movie?
So I had seen this movie. This is now the second time I've seen this movie. The first time I saw it was on video, probably the summer after it had come out. Yeah. Like we had just graduated high school and we're all just kind of like hanging out, watching movies and stuff, like whenever time permitted, or at each other's houses or whatever. And I remember somebody wanted to watch this movie because she really liked Johnny Depp and whatever, and she liked horror movies and stuff, and so we watched it. And I think I have the same opinion then as I do now, and that is it's okay, but I'm not impressed by it. It doesn't blow me away in any real way. It's not really memorable to me. It just kind of happened, and I feel like there's a lot of things that just stack up for me that I don't like in it. Okay. And there's a lot, don't get me wrong, we got a lot of like notable actors in here, but like Michael Gould, the butler from Batman, as we know him, he came out of retirement to do this film, and
did he?
I felt like he was kind of hamming it up. Like it was like it wasn't. I mean, I didn't expect Shakespeare or like a thickly dramatic film, but it felt like a little heavy-handed. Like a lot of the acting felt like a little like hammy. But I mean, it's kind of like, I guess that's what you come to expect with Tim Burton films. Like, it's not like the acting isn't ever like straight or read. The dialogue isn't read in like a more straightforward manner. There's usually a little like hamming it up. There's a little scenery chewing going on. Yeah. So I'll let that slide on the Tim Burton scale. On the Tim Burton scale, it middles. I feel like it's not his best work. It's not his worst work, but it's definitely, okay, here's what it is. I feel like Tim Burton got $100 million to make this movie or whatever it was, and hired all these like big name actors or coming up actors or people he'd worked with, people that he could lean on, and then just kick back, leaned on these actors and the special effects to sell the movie, and was like, good, done, checks cashed, and then moved on with his life. And I feel like that was kind of the case for a lot of them. They were just like, it's a big payday. But the special effects did look pretty good for 1999.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look fantastic, especially like that scene where he puts the skull back on his shoulders and then like the face just comes up around it. Yeah. And reconstructs. That looked really good. I mean, today's standards, maybe not so much. It looks a little low budget, but for 1999, this is the same year that The Mummy came out with that horrible water scene that we've been talking about. This looked pretty good, I thought. Yep. So with that said, it's okay. It middles for me. Yeah. How about you?
Fair enough. I think I may have rose-colored glasses with this because I'm not changing my opinion on it at all, and I know you're not asking me to. I still really enjoyed it. But this was a movie that when it came out and it went to, was it Cinemax or Star? It was one of these movies, one of the first ones that I watched at our Aunt Kathy's house that was on whatever the movie networks were back then. It may have been HBO. I don't know. But like, I had never...
Stars. This feels like a Stars movie.
I bet it was Stars. I had never experienced like movies, like a movie network like that plays those things. Because we never had it at Dad's house or anything like that.
But then when I went to weekends, that's about it.
yeah. But when I went to Aunt Kathy's house, they had that, and I was finding movies on there that I'm like, oh man, I can finally watch this, or whatever. Yeah. And I remember watching that so many times. Like anytime it was on, I would watch it. And I think they ended up buying it or something. I didn't have it because I'm sure I think it's R-rated. I'm sure they, parents probably didn't want me to have it. But I think they ended up buying it and had it on VHS or something at their house, and I would watch it every time I would go there. And so I really liked this movie as a kid. I just thought it was, on the rewatch, I just thought it was fun. Like it's kind of cheesy horror a little bit in spots, and it's kind of predictable, but I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with, the stepmother being, this wicked stepmother and all this. Like, it's fine. It's fine. But I don't know. It was just fun. The one thing that I probably could have done without on the rewatch, I didn't need Ichabod's backstory. Like, all that stuff with his mom and everything, like, they could have cut that out. I didn't.
Tim Burton loves a good backstory.
Oh, he does.
He's always trying to give his heroes a backstory.
Yeah. I didn't need it. And I thought, for who Ichabod is, with all his, like, ingenuity and everything, why is he so squeamish? Yeah. Like, he can't look at a severed head, or whatever.
Has he not dealt with a dead body before? I mean, he was pulling that bloated
right?
one out of the lake when we first, or the river when we first came across him.
Yes. So I'm like, how, so there was things like that didn't really make too much sense.
But I think that was like,
rewatch.
that was kind of, they were trying to still keep, because in the original storytelling, wasn't Ichabod like he was like a lanky, kind of fidgety, scared, like school teacher or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they were probably just trying to like still fit that aesthetic, I guess.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm sure they were. I just didn't think it worked very well for the rest.
No,
like how they wrote the character, because the character's, he's not the school teacher or whatever. And this one, he's like an investigator for like the police or something. Yeah. So there was that, and then the other thing that I thought that really I thought was dumb was, so you got Martin Landau in it in the beginning, right? He's in the carriage, and he's, I love seeing Martin Landau in just about anything he's in. But, he looks out, and the horseman has cut off his driver's head.
Yeah.
And what's he do? His horses, the carriage is racing. It is going. The horses are scared. They're going. The fool jumps out. He jumps out of the carriage into a cornfield. I'm like, if I had to take my chances with either being on foot or on this runaway carriage, I think right now I'm going to stay on this runaway carriage and at least maybe hope to get away from this thing. So I don't know.
Didn't he take a couple swipes at him while he was in the carriage?
He did, but I mean, again, you're going to have a better chance in a carriage, I would think, than. But I mean, we look at the end of the story, and obviously he had no chance at all. Like the horseman was going to get him regardless, just because of he's the one that she had named, and
right.
But yeah, I don't know. I really liked it. I don't know. There's just, to me, there's just some charm to it, and it's it's just that old sort of kind of Gothic, kind of cheesy sort of thing that I'm just like, okay, it's not full on horror, but it's, I don't know, it's still got a little bit of spookiness to it, and I liked it. And like you were saying, I thought the cast was great. Like they've got a great cast for this movie.
They did. Yeah. That was funny. I was doing because I didn't, like I said, this movie kind of middled to me, so I didn't have a whole lot of notes watching the movie. In fact, watching the movie, I had a hard time staying engaged and not I had to resist the urge to just play on my phone while watching the movie or do other things. Yeah. Okay. It didn't grab me.
Yeah.
But so I'm looking up some talking points, some stuff to discuss during our talks here, looking for some ideas. And anyway, so I'm Googling, and it returns this little fact that isn't so much a fact, but I think I've deciphered it.
Okay.
Google tells me it's an interesting fact that three Star Wars Sith Lords star in the movie.
I saw that.
And I was like, Ian McDiarmid, Christopher Lee, Palpatine, you got Dooku, and then it says Christopher Walken, and I was like, Christopher Walken isn't a Sith Lord, and then I'm like, wasn't this in a cartoon or something? So I go and I'm on his IMDb, and I'm looking there, I'm like, no. And then I Google Christopher Walken Star Wars, and it's Christopher Walken wasn't in Star Wars, but he did audition for Han Solo, and I was like, oh, that's an interesting fact, I'll put that in here. But you just told me that he was in here as a Sith Lord. So anyways, after some digging, I figure out what the connection is. There is a third Sith Lord. Do you know who it is?
It was Darth Maul, right? Well,
that's right. So Ray Park was the stuntman that played the Headless Horseman. This was one of his first films. And he plays the stuntman as a Headless. So we do have, and I think that's where it tried to say Christopher Lloyd, because it was conflating the role. And so we do have 3 Sith Lords in this movie, which it's fun and interesting.
My Star Wars nerd hat had to come on when I saw that, because I was just like, well, technically the only Sith Lord of all those was Palpatine. Technically.
Okay.
But Sure. I understand what it's saying. I understood it. I'm like, okay, I get it. But I had to be that guy. After I read it. But whatever.
But yeah, it's still fun. I mean,
yeah, it's still fun. Yeah. It is still fun. Yeah, absolutely is. Yep.
Absolutely. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But to get back on track with the movie.
Yeah.
That was one thing that like that took me out of it is just this like it kind of felt like Tim Burton was changing the story in the editing room as they're editing the movie. Like there's too many red herrings and the conspiracy was a little hard to follow. Like it felt like as the movie's progressing, the narrative, the structure of the conspiracy was changing in the background until we finally landed on, I don't know, it was the stepmom, and then we're off and that's our villain.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
it all felt like a little clunky to me. And I think that's one thing that kind of took me out of it. And
yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. And I don't disagree with you on that. I do feel like watching it now, it does kind of come out of nowhere because it'd been a while since I'd seen it, so I'd kind of forgotten who the villain was until getting nearer to the end. I'm like, oh yeah, it's the stepmom. I forgot about that. But yeah, it was almost like they're just like, oh yeah, you remember those two little girls that were with the horsemen? Oh yeah, we're just gonna
backstory
make them
in
part of the story. Yeah, exactly.
And then making one of them the witch, which was just kind of like, I guess like somebody has to be the witch. But for some reason, I remember Helena Bonham Carter being the witch.
Oh,
but
really?
I'm sure I'm conflating.
Yeah,
because she's always in Tim Burton movies, and she wasn't in this one.
Yeah,
which is like, but I guess she wasn't his muse or whatever at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he had really worked with her much because she wasn't in anything before that.
Because when did Fight Club come out? Because that's kind of where she really
99.
Was it not? Okay, so
I think it was 99 or 2000. It was right around this time for sure. Yeah, and that was one of my gripes. My other one, I didn't like the approach of this being a monster film. Like it felt like they almost immediately showed us that this was a ghost, like a real ghost that's haunting the town. And I kind of like the idea of it being like a bit of a murder mystery and a whodunit. And maybe that's what it is. I wanted a murder mystery out of this. And then it almost instantly goes into, this is a ghost story. But then they kept trying to treat it like a murder mystery. And I'm like, no, we got a ghost to deal with. Like the murder, whodunit doesn't matter at this point. We got to deal with the monster. Then we can worry about like who did it, why they did it, and all this other stuff. But they just kept focusing on like treating it like a murder mystery. Yeah. And a monster movie. And it was just, I don't feel like the two of them went together very well. And it didn't work for me in that fact either. But I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I thought it was fine. I guess I like that he's kind of like the monster is kind of a slave in and of himself. Like, you know, he's at the mercy of whatever the stepmom wants. Like, and you know, and I thought the payoff was really good at the end when he gets his head back on and he picks her up off the ground and then they jump, like the horse just dives into that tree, which, you know, you're like, okay, they're going to hell, you know, or something. Right. And you just see her hands sticking out of there and then it just kind of gets sucked in. But I thought that was a really cool scene and I thought the payoff was good for that.
No, absolutely. I would agree. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think it could have made a really good monster movie and it could have made a really good, like, whodunit murder mystery movie. But it was trying to be both of them and I don't think that worked. I don't think it trying to do both worked really well.
And see, I'm almost wondering, like, I've never read the original Washington Irving story.
Me neither.
I may listen. I saw it was on Spotify. I may listen to it because it's like an hour and a half long. But for some reason,
Like a
I
poem,
was
isn't it?
thinking,
Like a long poem?
is it? It might be. It might be.
I think so. Like an hour and a half. That's like, it's not a novel.
I was thinking like the original story, for whatever reason, I was thinking it was actually somebody in like a suit that was like doing this. But then I watched, because my daughter, like I was telling her before even this, like earlier in the month, I talked to her about it, whatever, anything. And I started telling her the tale of the Headless Horseman to kind of creep her out a little bit. Well, now she's ran with it and she loves it. And she just like has been telling everybody about the Headless Horseman. And she said that he sent a note to Chillicothe that he's coming to Chillicothe this Halloween. And he's on his way here right now. And he's in Iowa and he's headed this way. And
it's like Santa Claus, you can track him on NORAD.
Exactly. He's going to take a head. Spoiler alert for when we go trick-or-treating, I'm going to, because I told her, I said, well, if we're out trick-or-treating, we start hearing, we better run. So I'm going to like pull up some audio of a horse on my phone and just kind of see what she does. But yeah, so she's really been into it. So my wife and I watched with her the Disney
Mr. Toad.
Mr. Toad and that. Yeah. And I was thinking the whole time this is going to end with Braun or whatever, laughing after Ichabod runs away and coming out of like he does in the live action movie. You remember when he throws the pumpkin at Johnny Depp and it's actually, I was waiting for that. And then that didn't happen in the cartoon. So I'm like, well, maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. So I don't know. But my point was, like you were saying, it could have went both ways. They could have just done, if they wanted to do a murder mystery that way, they could have had somebody just being flat out dressed up like the horseman.
The Jinkies moment.
Running. It's old Mr. Withers. But yeah, I don't know. There was a lot of good, I thought, in it. I thought the beheadings were very stylized, and those were fun to watch. It was really fun when they were when Ichabod and Braun were fighting the horsemen. I thought they've got like the pickaxes and everything, and they're trying to fight him, and like he doesn't. Like Ichabod's like, "Stop! He's not trying to kill you," or whatever, and he ends up just continuing to fight him. And
too much of a tool. He's like, "I'm going to do it anyways."
Yeah.
What was his like hate towards Ichabod? I mean, I know like Ichabod like came in and like his girl or whatever kissed him for like that game.
Yeah,
but, like, he didn't ask for that.
I think he's really wanting the he's hoping that he can marry her and then get the inheritance. So. If somebody else comes in and tries to sweep her off her feet,
feels like he's entitled to her.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because who else is in the village? Like he's like the only eligible bachelor, and
apparently age is has of no consequence at this time,
right?
Which is another thing that like, and like she's like 18, 19.
I think. Oh well, yeah.
Johnny Depp's like in his 30s.
Yeah, I think Christina Ricci was like 17 or 18 when they shot this. Like I think she was. She may have been 18. I think she was born in 1980 or something. So yeah, she probably been 18 when they shot this.
Still.
It's a little weird, and I know like the time back then was different. Older men would marry younger.
Still
women.
do it now. But it doesn't make it any better.
They do.
It's still.
They do.
I just feel like, I mean, at this time she was kind of going through this weird, like, in like you look at like what she did in like 98 and 99, and I don't know if it was Hollywood or her managers, but she was definitely going through that. Like, I'm trying to distance myself from being a child actor and just constantly in these movies where she's opposite of romantic lead that's easily 10 years older than her, or in these like, I don't know, cringier roles that it's like a weird time as an actress, I guess. And I don't think it was handled the best for her at this time. But others may argue otherwise.
I don't know who else I would put in the role though. Like after watching it, I'm like, around that time,
Winona Ryder, but I guess it's too on the nose with the two of them.
yeah, yeah. Well, she had just come off of what was that movie about the Salem witch trials that she was in? Oh gosh, I can't remember what. Yeah. Gosh, it'll come to me.
Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman could have worked. Yeah. Who?
I can't really think of anybody else around that time. Oh,
Cameron Diaz may have been.
maybe, yeah, Cameron Diaz. Yeah, that would have been a good one. That would have been a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it would have worked well, but
No,
she did Gangs of New York later. It's kind of the same period.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't buy her in that period. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Just not,
I know.
Like,
it doesn't fit right, does it?
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
like there's some people
looking.
they just like they look like they belong in a modern era, and then there's like some people they look like they belong in like whatever era you're going for.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just either does or doesn't work, but I don't know.
Speaking of recasting, so some other actors that were considered
Ooh, I like
for
this.
Ichabod. So Tim Burton's first choice was always Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, yeah.
Just it
He
was
loves
Johnny
Johnny
Depp
Depp.
from the beginning. But if that fell through, the other considerations they had, so Brad Pitt, which I can't see in the role. I mean, I like Brad Pitt. I can't see him in this role as Ichabod.
What's in the box? What's in the pumpkin?
It's a head.
It's a head, yeah, right?
Yeah. This one I can see even less. Liam Neeson was considered for this role.
Really?
I would see Liam Neeson as maybe
As the
the
Headless
father. The horseman could work. No. As Ichabod. Liam Neeson was considered for Ichabod.
Oh, no, yeah. I could much more see him as the horseman than I could see him as Ichabod.
Yes. And then Daniel Day-Lewis was also considered, which I could maybe see that. But again, like that's, I don't know. I think Johnny Depp is the right choice for this. I don't think there was any.
Day-Lewis is the wrong kind of actor for Tim Burton. Like if anybody else was helming this, sure, maybe. But Day-Lewis is too method. He's too much of an actor. Like he's too schooled. I don't know what's the word. Just serious.
Yeah,
it wouldn't work for sure.
Well, yeah, and like you said, like he is a meth. Like I've read where like when he's on set, when he's shooting a movie, he becomes that character even when the cameras aren't rolling. I cannot see him be like. First of all, if I were shooting a movie and somebody's doing that, I'd be like, you gotta stop. Like this is ridiculous. But
like if you can't turn it on and turn it off, you're not really acting.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Christopher Walken though, as the horseman, I thought was a great choice.
Was he uncredited for this?
Oh, I don't know.
Because like when I looked at IMDb, he's not on the the top cast or whatever. So I wondered if maybe he was uncredited for this one.
Well, he was only appeared on screen like twice, really. I mean,
yeah, but like,
that
was a big part.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I guess he didn't have much lines, did he?
It's the antagonist.
Did he have any lines?
No. I don't think
maybe
he did.
That's what it is. Yeah, like if you don't have
because he did the his only real line was
he hushed.
Yeah.
He made sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. He grunted a little.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah. This is like, but this movie's also set in a period of time that like, with like circumstances that I can't wrap my head around. I just can't understand these people around this period of time that are so obsessed with like religion and God and all this other stuff. And at the same time are burning people at the stake and like killing them and punishing them in like the most brutal, like the opening scene where Ichabod Crane's like, we need to investigate these things and like figure out who's committing the crimes and then like do autopsies and all this other stuff. And the guy's like, that's barbaric. What are we, barbarians? And then like they haul in the guy that got arrested for like, I don't know, something like, he was like robbing or something like that. And his face was all mashed in and they just throw him down in this pit. Like, no humanity. It was like, I can't, that, but I mean,
it's a thing. I mean, I think
I guess.
it's with like, it's, you can get a little bit deep here from it. It's like with any religion though, right? Like I feel like you've got like fanatics that are just like they use whatever like religion they're practicing to, just use it for power. Like,
power and money. That's all it comes down to.
You can look at the Christian faith. You can look at that with, like Muslim extremists or like whatever. Like, that's not like the norm of every single person that's, follows that faith. But yeah, no, I get it. Like where's the logic in that? Like, Salem witch trials. Like, well, let's keep killing them because they must be witches.
If she doesn't burn, she's a witch. If she burns, she maybe wasn't a witch.
Yeah, maybe she wasn't a witch. Now. We'll throw her. Yeah. We'll throw her in the water. If she sinks, then she's not a witch. If she floats, she's a witch. So then we burn her.
If she can swim, she's a witch.
It's ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. But yeah. I don't know.
All that, like, it's just anytime there's like that disconnect of like logic, it bugs me. It burns my brain, and I can't.
It does me too. Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's like anytime there's like a real like raging, just like jerk of a character, and you're just like, ooh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait until you get taken out.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like that with these, and it's like, oh, I can't wait till they get taken out. That's gonna be the most. I'm gonna enjoy that so much.
Yeah. Which I did. So I liked the scene in the church. I thought that was really neat with, the horseman can't he can't be on consecrated ground. Like he can't
seem to understand that. They kept like breaking out the windows. I'm like, you're just giving them more access. What are you doing?
You guys are idiots. Yeah. Right. What are they doing?
Clearly you can't see that he can't cross.
Stay there. Just stay there.
Right.
Board up the windows.
Chill. Right.
Yep. Nothing can happen.
Stay low, away from the windows. Nope.
Yep.
One guy had to run up, make himself a target on the top of the pulpit or whatever. And that was great. Absolutely. I would agree.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was fun. And I like just the chaos that ensues where they just start killing each other. And because it's just like they're after you. No, they're after you,
Fear.
And yeah. So I thought that was a really good scene. I thought really all the scenes that had the horseman going after somebody, I feel like it seemed like a genuine reaction from the person that was, with the exception of Martin Landau jumping out of the carriage in the beginning. But I don't know, maybe if I was in that situation, I'd be scared, not thinking and jump out. But yeah, there's just chaos that ensues. And, you think like you can, like when he comes into that house with that family, with that child, like
he's like a beast for sure. Like he's got them two axes. He's just like swinging them around. Like a ninja. And then he just comes in there and just starts taking heads. Yeah. I agree. That was, Ray Park, fantastic. Loved him as the Headless Horseman.
Yep.
Why didn't we get more Darth Maul? Like that guy is so good. Like
we did.
I mean, not to go off on a tangent. It was just
in the animated series.
Yeah. And then, like, I think he showed up for, like, a hot minute in Solo as well.
Solo, yeah.
But, like,
and then they just didn't continue it.
How did we not get a Darth Maul backstory? Or oh, that would be a great standalone movie.
Maul
I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but, I mean, come on. We need more Darth Maul.
We need more Ray Park. Let's see it. Let's, I agree.
I'll take you back to what we're actually here to talk about.
No. I didn't like that they had the kid get killed.
Yeah.
I know they didn't show it on screen, which was a blessing, but I was like, that's taking a little too far. I think they could have done without that. I don't know. I thought that was a little bit dark, even for like Burton standards, I thought.
Yeah. Anytime there's violence against kids or any kind of violence against kids, it's definitely, it's hard to watch. So did she wish or command that, or did she just command the two and he happened to, well, no, because he never went after anybody. He didn't have to, did he?
Right. So she commanded the two, and then I think it explains it later. Again, like you were saying, like it was kind of like they were trying to write the story a little bit as they were going. But I feel like in canon, whatever, like she had said to get those two, and then she had remembered, oh yeah, the boy overheard them talking about something, which is the reason that she had the other two killed. So she's like, as he's stepping out the door, she's like, oh yeah, get the boy too. And then he stops, and then
she just linked up with him mentally.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, don't forget the boy.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of. But the real hero of this story is, I can't remember his name, but the kid that Ichabod just kind of takes under his wing to start caring for. Yeah. I mean, there is at least one time in the movie, I thought there was twice, where Ichabod puts him in front of himself as like going into danger, and that kid is like he's not even scared. He's like shooting at the horsemen, like he's trying to protect Christina Ricci. Like, you're like,
I think there was one point whenever Johnny Depp put Christina Ricci in between him and the Headless Horseman as well. Yeah. They definitely captured like Ichabod Crane being a little bit of a coward.
Yeah,
100%.
They absolutely did. Yep, they did good on that. Yeah, and I loved his little gadgets. Like he would have the the little eye thing.
That's
and
very Tim Burton.
But, I had a lot of fun with this. I enjoyed going back and rewatching it. But one more fact, real quick.
Same for me.
So gunpowder, the horse that Ichabod rides, gunpowder. He was slated to be euthanized after this movie finished wrapping. So Johnny Depp adopted him so that he wouldn't be killed.
I've read that. Why was he going to be euthanized? What was the point of euthanizing the horse? Like, it wasn't rabid. It's not killing anybody.
I don't know if it's just like, it's no use anymore, and we don't have,
what I think?
Spend the money to feed it, which is
here's stupid, my conspiracy theory. The stables or whatever, whoever the horse owners that were supplying horses for the movie, they were like, we figured out a good way to get rid of horses. Whenever we're on set, we'll start rumors that these horses are going to be put down after the movie's over, and all these actors with their millions of dollars, they'll adopt a horse. They got room. They can take care of it. And that's what happened. They started these rumors, and Johnny Depp fell for it. Now he's probably got a dozen horses from different movies that are. He probably does. On a farm somewhere. You think he shipped them over to his Paris house, or you keep them here in the States?
Oh, well, he had the money. I bet he shipped them.
Probably. I got one final one for you too.
Yeah.
Did you notice at the very end, whenever they're getting out of the carriage, the dress Christina Ricci was wearing? It was very Beetlejuice-like. I felt like it was an homage to Beetlejuice. I don't know if it's true or not, but I felt like it was.
Yeah, surely it was, right?
Surely, right?
Yeah.
It's Tim Burton.
Yeah.
He likes that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all I got on the movie.
Yeah. That's all I've got on the movie. Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow. Yeah. It's fine. It was middle for me. You enjoyed it, though. No, that's all that matters. Somebody enjoyed it.
It was so mid.
All right. With that, got any stale popcorn for me this week?
I do have some stale popcorn. So,
all right.
Stale popcorn. Wait a minute. Now I'm thinking. I get things mixed up. Stale popcorn is just, it's not.
It's whatever. They're both.
It's okay. That's it. That's it. Okay. Whatever. What am I? It's been a long week. I haven't had a lot of sleep. Okay. Anyway, stale popcorn. I have been just looking for something to watch at lunch at work.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't find anything on any of the streaming services that I was like wanting to sit down and just watch. I found some stuff I want to watch with my wife, but I'm not going to watch it by myself if I want to watch it with her. I hate
whatever. That. So, there's so much stuff like that.
Yeah. So I got on YouTube. I found this guy called Zach Builds. Have you seen this guy?
Zach Builds. I know Zach. I know Zach personally.
Do you seriously know Zach personally?
Yes. I knew you'd love his channel. Yeah, he does the other podcast with me. Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, yeah. Yeah, he's great. Like all his he's rebuilding the PlayStations and stuff like that. Yeah.
He's the man, I had to meet this guy sometime. Anyway, yeah, I've been watching his stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's gotten me wanting to get back into restoring electronics and stuff like that. And it's just, if you haven't watched his channel, check it out. It's really cool. And I'm looking at everything. I'm like, I can't do half the stuff he's doing because he's got these machines, $10,000, $15,000 machines he's using to build these things or whatever. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like all the printer stuff, like you can, a lot of people's libraries, they don't know this, but their local library usually has like a 3D printer setup. And if you get the files, they'll print them off for you for like pennies. Like it doesn't cost much to have 3D printed things made. But yeah. Or there's companies you can send them all. Like I know he did a couple where he didn't 3D print them. Well, he 3D printed them in plastic first, but he wanted it to be like metal at the end. I forget which one it was. And there's a company that you can outsource to, and they'll like machine it out of like aluminum or whatever, and then ship it to you finished. Or there was another one he wanted, like I think it was the Game Boy he did, and it was like a clear plastic case, and had somebody else do it because 3D printing it, you can't really 3D print clear plastic and get like that nice crystal clear.
I've seen some where he's really having to work with it to try to get it.
So like he did a couple where he shipped it off somewhere, and they made it like machined it or whatever, and got it nice and clear and sent it back to him. Cause like, you 3D print it a few times to get it just right, and then you have somebody else do like the final on it. Yeah. But that's my co-host. So for the other one,
that's awesome. That's so funny that like, I've listened to your other podcast, but I just didn't I never put two and two together with it, I guess. Because, I just, I don't know, just finding the channel or whatever. But anyway.
It probably suggested it to you because, like, I'll watch his stuff. It
probably did. Yeah. And
we share the account.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
Zach, that's good to know. You got any steel popcorn?
I got a little steel popcorn for you. A couple episodes back, we were talking about fake bands. I don't know how I missed this band. How did I? You're gonna be blown away. You ready? Marty McFly's band from Back to the Future.
The Pinheads.
How did we miss that one?
Yeah,
I can't believe I missed that.
You know how we missed it? They never got to play because they're just too darn loud.
Well, they played a little bit. They played enough. I got the gist of it. They would have been on my top 5. Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
They had to send the. Jennifer told him, you got to send the tape into the record company.
That's right.
It's really good.
It's really good.
But what if they say I'm no good? What if they say, hey kid, you got no talent, get out of here? I don't think I could handle that kind of rejection.
You've been waiting your whole life for that, haven't you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, do we have any gum under the seat?
Don't have any. I didn't see any.
It's fine. Well, I do have a little gum under the seat.
Okay.
It's like stale popcorn part 2, I guess, because gum under the seat is other people, but I'm going to hijack it. I have like 2 chapters left. The chapters are pretty short. I'm about to finish this book. It's called Starter Villain. It is so much fun. I am telling you, I loved it. I highly recommend it.
Starter Villain.
It's a quick read. I probably spent like 6 hours in total reading the whole thing.
I'm getting and see if I can find the audiobook for it right now. Starter Villain.
I've never been reading a book and laughed out loud, and I have several times.
There it is. Okay.
While reading this one. It's so much fun. But I'm going to finish it up tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. As soon as I dig it out from behind there.
Yeah.
And then I'll be moving on to your suggestion.
Oh, yes. Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. So, yeah.
That's next up on my list. And then I also got in the mail today. We were talking the other day. The Michael J. Fox book, Future Boy.
Oh, yeah. I knew that'd come out. Yeah.
So that'll be on my list coming up soon.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been up to.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I got a retro ramble for you for next week, and then we can just get her on out of here.
Yeah.
My retro ramble for this week, or this week to next week. The bridge, whatever. Ooh, the bridge. That's the retro bridge. I don't know. Maybe we'll work on that. We'll workshop that. I don't like retro ramble. Anyways, I'm rambling. What was your favorite weapon and level combination? And for those of you playing at home, this is a little bit of a tease into our next episode. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but our opening retro ramble will. We're not gonna be holding back on this episode.
No.
So, favorite weapon and level combination, multiplayer.
Okay.
And we'll come back to that next week.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, we're talking about Final Fantasy.
Halo. No.
Halo. Yeah. Hard done, Halo. Episode 6, I believe.
Yeah, I did that one early. Knocked it out fast.
Yeah, we did.
I'm surprised we didn't knock this one out fast. But anyways, with that, I think we're ready to roll out of here, aren't we?
We are. Let's go.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, listening to this podcast Takes Tokens. I've been Derek, joined by my brother Ryan, new Zach Builds fan. Make sure that you don't miss a single episode by subscribing wherever you are. And as always, be kind, rewind, and we will see y'all next time.
We'll see ya.